Hello there, everyone. This is Delana from Delana's Yoga Suite, welcoming everyone to this session. If this is your first time connecting with me, then definitely welcome. But if you are a returning subscriber, if you're a returning viewer, welcome once again. My name is Delana, and we're here at Delana's Yoga Suite, and we're going to go over threading the needle using the legs. So, a little bit of a disclaimer here, definitely be very careful getting in and out of this pose. This pose is very knee sensitive, so I will be going over variations on how you can safely get into this pose even with sensitive knees. I do encourage everyone who participates and practices yoga to use as many props as humanly possible. And again, I'll definitely go over how we can use those as well. If for those who are watching, wherever you're connecting with me with, whether this is through YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, definitely feel free to connect on social media at Facebook at Delana'sYogaSuite.com. You can also connect also with that same social media tag on Facebook, on Instagram, also on Twitter. For those who are on YouTube, feel free to check out other videos that I'm doing on poses. Definitely feel free to subscribe and share with friends and family. So this is an open level session. No experience is necessary. If you have any questions, you can contact me anytime at www.delanasYogaSuite.com, and I'll definitely be more than welcome into answering any questions that you have about yoga and or Thai massage services. If you're in the DMV area, feel free to check out the classes that are right here in the studio at Delana's Yoga Suite, and also check out the Thai massage sessions that are here at Delana's Yoga Suite as well. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started. Again, we're going to start with laying on the floor. So I'm going to grab a blanket. Feel free to grab a blanket. I'm also going to grab a strap as well. So if you don't have a strap, you can use an old elastic band, string, old belt, whatever is at your disposal. So we're going to start off by taking ourselves and laying on the floor. And we're going to bend the knees toward the ceiling, and we're going to press the feet into the floor. So you want to make sure that we're completely flat up into the floor if you're choosing to use the floor here. And I'm going to take my left foot here and cross my left foot over the right. You want the foot to go above the knee. And once we do that, you're going to feel this left knee rotate out to the side naturally. It doesn't have to rotate too far, just enough for you to open up that left hip a little bit more here. So from here, we're going to tighten the stomach from the left hip to the right hip. And there are a couple of ways to get into it here. You're going to take a deep breath in through the nose and exhale, lift that right foot off the floor. Now this is going to help rotate, again, this right knee out to the side. For those who are really feeling extra open into the hips here, you can loop your left hand in between the legs and then interlace the fingers underneath the thigh or around the shin and calf. For those who are really feeling open into your hips here, you really feel comfortable with the knee, you can straighten that right leg and you can grab a hold of your shin and calf or the bottoms of the feet. To use the strap here, taking the strap, again the legs are crossed, looping the strap around the bottom of the right leg, and then intertwine the hands around the legs of the strap. This too can draw that thigh, the shin, closer to the stomach and chest. And again, the head and neck and shoulders are resting into the mat and floor. For those who have sensitive knees here, if you've had recent knee surgery, if you have any issues with deeply bending the knees, a little bit easier way, you can take this left foot here, drop it below the knee. This is going to straighten that leg just a little bit. And you're just going to cross that left foot over the right shin or right ankle. Once you've done that, you can straighten the knees as much as possible or slightly bend the knees. You're still going to lift that right foot off the floor. And tightening the stomach from the left hip to the right hip. You can still wrap the hands around the thighs here. You can still use the strap around the bottoms of the thigh. So that if you have any sensitive knees here, the great thing about this version, you can control the bending and straightening of the knees, and you're still able to cross the feet here. You want to take care of the knees if you have any issues here. So coming out of the threading of the needle using the legs, no matter where you are, we're just going to relax the hands and arms beside the body and just lower the right foot. Breathing in, slowly exhale, uncross the left. So I'm going to go to the right side in yoga. Once again, you want to make sure that you are working with both sides of the body. So laying on the back, crossing the right leg over the left thigh, anywhere above or below the knee. Lifting the left foot off the floor, where I can interlace the fingers underneath the thigh or around the shin. If I'm really feeling this pose, and again, this time I'm going to loop it around the bottom of the foot here. I'm just going to interlace the strap around the bottom of the foot, walk the hands up the strap, drawing that shin closer to the stomach and chest. Again, there's a hip opener here. So you're going to feel this in both the left and the right hips. If you feel this in the knees, go ahead and slide that foot below the knee so you can straighten the knee. You don't want to strain the knee. This pose, you shouldn't feel this a lot in the knees. So definitely be sensitive to that. You want to feel this in the hips, which will also help alleviate the lower back here. So the more we draw the shin closer to the stomach and chest, the more we're opening up the hips, and we're also releasing the lower back, releasing any tension. So coming out of the pose, lowering that left foot, uncrossing the opposite foot, and as we come back into a neutral position here, go ahead and windshield wipe the knees from side to side. Don't be afraid to lift the lower back and the hips off the floor. This is also a great release as well. And so next, I'm going to practice this pose up against the wall. So for those who don't want to press their backs into the floor for whatever reason, or if they just want a little bit more of an option to release the lower back and lower seat, feel free to come here. Or if you want a little bit more cushioning underneath the seat, especially if you have that very deep dip within the lower back, feel free to use this pillow or blanket or beach towel underneath the seat and hips. So again, this is a very good hip opener here. You're going to definitely get a little bit more variety with this hip opener here. So definitely, again, I want to definitely make sure everyone is very careful with using this pose here. Feel free to use as many props, pillows, blankets, beach towels as possible to connect with this pose. So if you need to elevate the seat, especially because if the surface is a little bit too rigid for the seat, feel free to. So we're going to come into this pose, the same pose, but we're going to press the back up against the wall. This will give you a little bit more control with the knee as well as bringing that shin a little bit closer to the stomach and chest. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to bend the knees toward the ceiling, press the bottoms of the feet into the floor. Next, we're going to take the left foot, cross it above the knee. Again, your lower back may come off the wall, which is fine. What's happening is your hips and pelvis are tucking in to allow the leg to bend above the thigh, giving your torso some space as well. So again, this without even lifting the leg off the floor, you're already here in the threading of the needle here. So this is also great, especially if you have any abdominal issues. So pressing the back up against, just crossing the leg here. To deepen this pose, slide the right heel back. You're going to feel this shin press closer to the stomach and chest. You're going to feel that left hip really open. It's going to feel really special here. So feel free, you can sit here and you can still loop the hands around the thigh, or you can just take your right hand, wrap it around the bottom of the left foot, and just take the left hand, wrap it around just below or above the knee. Again, we don't want to put any pressure on that knee. So wrapping it around the left thigh, feeling that shin come a little closer to the chest. Again, to deepen this pose, we can draw that heel a little bit higher on the left thigh. You can walk the right foot a little closer. And from here, just hold and breathe deeply for just a few breaths. So breathing in through the nose here, inhale. Exhale. And you notice the stomach is going to help rotate that left hip out naturally. Breathing in. Exhale. One more deep breath in. Exhale. Slowly breathe in. We're going to loosen this left leg. So walk that right foot forward. Just a couple of inches. And then whenever you're ready, uncross, gently uncross this leg here. Again, be very gentle if you have any knee issues. Be very mindful. If you've had recent knee surgery, if you have any pressures deepening the bending of the knee, don't lift that foot above the knee. Draw that leg below the knee. And you can still hold on to your shin and calf. You can still walk that leg back. But the difference is you have better control with straightening the knee as opposed to deeply bending the knee into the stomach and chest. You're giving that knee a little bit of ease and grace. So we're going to switch legs here. Again, we want to be even. Taking the right foot. Cross it above if you have any knee issues. At the shin or calf if you have any knee issues. And then hold on to the bottom of the foot using a string strap elastic band. You can do so here, or you can hold on to the outer edge of the foot using the hand, or take this right foot, draw it below the knee. Again, pressing the back into the wall here. You can add additional cushioning of a pillow or blanket underneath the right hip here. Go ahead and slide the left foot back. You're going to feel that shin. Again, press closer to the stomach and chest. You're going to feel the juiciness of the hips here. Your hips are going to be singing to you a little bit, perhaps. Saying hello. Breathe in. And exhale. 2 more deep breaths in. Breathe in. And exhale. 1 more deep breath in. And exhale. So again, we want to take care of our bodies. We're going to walk the left toes forward just a little bit, giving ourselves a little bit more space here. And then we're going to gently uncross the right leg from the left. Even here, to bring your knees and hips and legs back to a neutral position, go ahead and slide yourself a little bit further away from the wall. Take the hands, walk them behind the back, and just rock the knees from side to side. Again, you don't have to press that back into the wall. So coming into this threading of the needle, again, this is a really great practice, especially if you have tight hips. In the colder weather, our muscles and bones tend to tighten at this time because of the colder weather, so it takes a little bit longer for the body to warm up. But this is really great for opening the hips. Take your time coming in and out of this pose. There is no rush. Just practice this one pose just for a few breaths. And again, create your practice however it feels comfortable for you. There is no one size fits all. So this is Delana Oliver. Thank you so much for connecting with me here on YouTube. I appreciate you, and may you find peace within and without. Namaste. Again, feel free to connect with me. Feel free to share with family and friends. And also, if you like what you see, if you like the channel, feel free to click on that subscribe tab, and feel free to connect and get more great info on great poses and yoga practices for everyone. Thank you so much, and enjoy your session. Bye-bye.